Harry and Meghan's bizarre tour of Nigeria mocked by locals. This video is coming from Sky News Australia. This is going to be an interesting watch, to be honest, and I cannot wait to watch it with you guys. Before we dive into the video, my name is Ogechi. This is Ogechi Reaction. Welcome to my channel. If you're the first time here, hello. Do want to click on the red subscribe button, like this video, drop your thoughts on what you think about this particular video. We know that some weeks ago Meghan and Harry went on a tour to Nigeria, my country apparently, and it feels like a lot of people are not really yeah, they don't really you know what I mean. Yeah, but I would love to know your thoughts about this particular video, so please do want to watch to the end. I will drop my thoughts during the course of this video and after this video, so please don't go anywhere. Let's dive straight into the video.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry may no longer be working royals, but their recent trip to Nigeria looked very much like a royal tour of their own. Sky News All-Stars Esther Kraku and Carolyn DeRusso peel back the curtain and reveal what really happened on Meghan and Harry's trip to Nigeria. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have concluded their highly anticipated tour of Nigeria, but many are still wondering what the purpose of this tour was. Sky News All-Star Kinsey Schofield explains.
Now, let's talk about the Nigerian tour that's underway. Harry and Meghan, I don't know if this is a royal tour. They're not working royals. Are they? Well, they're not politicians or pop stars. What exactly are they doing touring Nigeria in the first place, Kinsey?
Allegedly, they're courting Nigeria for a future Invictus Games, but it's just all a bunch of PR, right? I mean, you've seen Meghan's dramatic wardrobe changes throughout it, her insisting that this is her country. Thank you for welcoming me to my country.
Sky News All-Star Esther Kraku agrees, saying not all Nigerians were happy with the taxpayer-funded jaunt.
You know, we have to remember this was on invitation from the Ministry of Chief of Defense Staff in Nigeria, which is the highest post you can hold in the military. And they were talking about, well, they were meant to be talking about Invictus Games. And then she goes to give a speech at the school. She hosts a Women in Leadership conference. Harry's talking about mental health. And it's kind of drifting away from the Invictus Games, which is what the trip was actually meant to be about, to kind of this broad, almost presidential PR tour for the Sussexes. And so you did kind of see a split of public opinion. Many Nigerians were thinking, well, this is a bit of a waste of public money. This is not like we're courting a state that can help us with resources. This is kind of like a faux royal couple that are there to kind of boost their image. And then you had the other side of the coin, which was, you know, it's great to have them there. They're kind of the Harry and Meghan defense squad, and they're just happy that they've broken off from the royal family and doing their own thing. But again, this is the kind of finesse that lack of finesse, I should say, you would see when someone has kind of torn away from the royal fold and doesn't understand these intricacies of diplomacy.
And Sky News host Carolyn DeRusso said Meghan and Harry's tour was cosplaying. It was a royal tour without the royal tour, she said.
No doubt it's great to see them out and about and trying to make a positive impact. I have no doubt of their good intentions so far as that is concerned. But like the video said, it looked an awful lot like a royal tour. This also didn't escape the attention of Vogue, or Tatler, or the Daily Telegraph. It's the royal tour which isn't the royal tour, or as entertainment reporter Peter Ford described it, the Audi version of a royal tour. Sad. And this is the point. If you don't want to be a royal, that's totally fine. Go live whatever alternative life is your preference. But go easy on the use of your titles, regal insignia, demanding your children be granted their birthright titles, demanding taxpayer-funded security, and trotting around the planet cosplaying royal tours. If you don't want to be a royal and you don't want the duty and responsibility that goes with it, then please spare us all the performance art.
Meghan Markle was slammed relentlessly in the media for claiming she undertook a DNA test that proved she was 43% Nigerian, and then referring to it multiple times throughout the trip.
Never in a million years did I understand it as much as I do now.
This has to be the most serious now.
Being here.
She's 43%.
And what's echoed so much really in the past day by men and women alike is, oh, we weren't surprised when we found out when you were Nigerian. Oh, no. And I say that mostly as a compliment to all of you, because what they define as a Nigerian woman is brave, resilient, courageous, powerful, beautiful.
Esther Kraku slammed Meghan Markle for drawing so much attention to her genealogy test, claiming it comes across as shallow.
I'm puzzled by something from the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry tour of Nigeria. It's a tour of Nigeria and what's looking like a royal visit. And Meghan Markle has declared there that Nigeria is actually her country. Because she's found out from genealogical tests that she's 43% Nigerian. And this is odd for me, at least for...
Do you guys think it was a joke? Do you guys think that she actually meant what she said? Do you guys think that she was actually saying that to draw attention to herself? I don't know what to think right now, right? Seriously, like, Meghan, try something else, right? Anyway, I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. Let's continue.
For several reasons, and not just because her father is white and her mother has some white ancestry too. So how did she get to the 43%? But anyway, joining me is Esther Kraku, writer, columnist and broadcaster. Esther, great to see you. Look, the issue here is not just that most of Meghan Markle's ancestry actually comes from Europe, or that she was raised in America by her father. It's, to me, trying to claim you're of a country that none of your supposed ancestors have seen in hundreds and hundreds of years. At what stage does she say, for instance, she's American and home there?
Well, this is sort of diplomacy a la Meghan, and it's actually something that you tend to see a lot with African Americans when they come to parts of particularly West Africa, and they do a genealogy test and they say, look, I'm 16% Cameroonian or whatever. I happen to have done a genealogy test and I couldn't have been more Ghanaian if I tried. But the question is, how does this stuff like this land, and does this actually work? So the royal family, for instance, have done many tours. The late Queen herself did many royal tours, and she couldn't go to every single country and say, I'm 1/16th Gabonese or I'm 1/7th Finnish or anything like that. You have to find other ways to connect with people, and actually learning about the culture, understanding how people live, the challenges that the country face. That's a stronger connecting point than saying that you're 43% Nigerian. I mean, I agree with you, the maths there just doesn't add up, but I don't think people want to delve too deep into that because it's her truth and you don't want to get in trouble for that.
Exactly.
But I think it's more the question of this is a kind of blunder you would expect when you're doing that form of diplomacy by herself.
Esther Kraku adds Meghan Markle.
Exactly what she said. Like, exactly. You have to find ways, like genuine ways, to actually connect with these people. Not saying you are for 3% Nigerian, because how are you even Nigerian? Like, which of your parents, like which of them has a Nigerian or African or Nigerian blood in them? How, I just feel like she said that to just want to enter people, like the way we say it in Nigeria. She just said that one to enter people, just to connect. But you have to she had to actually look for a more genuine way to connect with people than saying this. This actually did not make any sense. But let's continue.
Meghan Markle needs to use more than a DNA test to connect with Nigerians.
Yeah, but it's weird, isn't it? Because Prince Harry, right, he could go to Germany, and I would bet you, Esther, a lot of money that he would not say to the Germans, I feel at home in Germany. This is my home. Yeah. I am German, even though he's got much closer bonds, in the family's past to Germany, to the Battenbergs and all that kind of stuff. He could go to Greece and say, look, my father was the royal family of Greece originally. They don't do that. But here, there's something different.
Yeah, here it's more acceptable. And I don't think they realize kind of how stuff like that would land. For them, it's just, oh, it's a fun fact. This is how I connect with you. Look, I grew up in Ghana, and there was no shortage of people like Meghan coming over and saying, look, I'm 1/16th Ghanaian. And we generally used to ask, okay, do you know anything else about Ghana? Do you know how people live? Do you know anything about the languages, the food, anything like that? I think that's a stronger connecting point, actually learning about the people and treating them as full human beings, as opposed to, treating your heritage as some sort of fetish. But again, this is something that I wouldn't hold against her, because it's very common, and it's kind of like a bit naive. But you know, if you were within the royal family fold, they would know to tell you this is not something that you do. There are stronger connecting points that you can make with people, as opposed to just saying, I took a genealogy test and I'm 43% Nigerian. What if the other half of the genealogy says she's, you know, 57% Russian?
A Nigerian panel show validated this, with one of the hosts saying she doesn't trust the DNA test.
She's going to add to the negative list that we already have in Nigeria. For example, you say Duchess of, what is it called? Sussex, yeah. And she's been branded different names, and then she's going to add to the list of we are known to be terrorists, 419, whatever. And now she's come to join the list of the you know, Brazilian Meghan that they call her. She comes in with a diva attitude and all the rest. No, I don't. I'm not proud.
You're not proud.
But rather, I'm more curious as to why she chose to be a Nigerian.
You know, I like her for who she is, but she hasn't added value to Nigeria as a country. You know, I'm more interested in what this DNA thing that they said they did, that she's 43%. I mean, I don't know. I don't trust it unless I am convinced.
I was really shocked. I was like, you know, why Nigerian? You know, out of all states or country, she chose Nigeria. And how far is that true, that she is actually
Nigerian?
41%?
43%.
43%. I don't understand, you know.
You want to see the proof?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Her actions tells me she's not a Nigerian. For example, if a Nigerian girl were lucky enough or whatever, marry into the royal family, I think she would know what to do. I think she would have respected her in-laws, because that's the way we were cultured. We have aunties, uncle, we have extended family. She would have respected her extended family. And before you know, a Nigerian woman would have earned the queen's love and respect, that she would start cooking jollof rice within the royal families. And I believe the queen would have been eating jollof rice before she passed away.
But Sky News digital reporter Riley Sullivan says Harry and Meghan's Nigeria tour could backfire on them, because unlike a royal tour, as a guest of Nigerian government, the couple won't have full control over their image.
Harry will depart London and head straight to Nigeria with his wife Meghan Markle for their unofficial...
Oh my god, that's quite interesting. Like, people do not believe. Anyway, I think maybe it's her truth. Maybe, I don't know why she actually ran a genealogy test. Why would she actually do that? I also do not believe that, but like I said earlier, it's her truth, you know. And this woman actually gave reasons why she doesn't believe Meghan is Nigerian, because her behavior or what she has done doesn't actually prove that she's Nigerian. I mean, she's totally different, both character-wise and everything-wise. You know, what a Nigerian girl or lady would do if she's married into a royal household, you know. She mentioned a few things and all of those things. Like I mentioned, it's her truth. I don't believe it, but okay, let's continue.
Unofficial tour. Why are some royal experts warning that this trip could actually backfire?
I mean, this trip is interesting. It's an unofficial royal tour. You know, they're not there on the behalf of the British government. They're there at the invitation of the Nigerian government. Some people think that this is a bit risky. You know, when you're not there on behalf of say, the British Home Office, you're kind of at the whims of your host. And there is concerns that maybe Harry and Meghan could be, you know, they like to control their image, but this could backfire and they're not going to have control. There was also other reports this week that this is all part of Harry and Meghan's plan, and they're actually going to try and use the trip to destabilise Charles in Nigeria. After all, Nigeria is part of the Commonwealth. But yeah, this trip has drawn some mixed reactions. Another criticism that we heard was that Harry and Meghan have accepted this invitation, and presumably the costs of security and travel will be covered by Nigeria. And some people think, well, you know, Harry and Meghan are multi-millionaires. Yeah. Why are they travelling over to Nigeria and expecting, you know, the Nigerian government to cost it? I mean, unfortunately, you know, this is a country where 2/3 of Nigerians are living on less than a couple dollars a day. Yeah, I don't know how this trip's going to pan out, to be honest.
Yeah, you can really understand the criticism, can't you?
Absolutely.
This week,
a lot of people think that their visit was just a waste of time, a waste of resources, and the fact that the Nigerian government, you know, had to use their resources to cover their security. Now it's an unofficial, you know, tour. I mean, the British government is not, you know, they're not going on behalf, so they do not have the security of the British government. So if anything actually happens to them, it's not on the British government. What do you guys think about? And again, I'm still wondering why Meghan will choose to be Nigerian. I mean, Nigerian, oh my god, like, I love to be Nigerian, but I mean, there are so many times I do not want to be Nigerian. Obviously we know why, right? We all know why. I love to be Nigerian, I love to be a black girl and all those interesting stuff, but there are so many reasons why I don't want to. But why would Meghan choose Nigeria for 3%? That's almost 50% of being a Nigerian. And why did she actually do that genealogy test? Was it to enter Nigerians? Was it to, I mean, she would have found a better way to connect with them. Their food, even their dressing. If she had come and then she was dressing the way a Nigerian woman would dress normally, I'm telling you, they would love her. But she would choose to connect with them on, probably she has a reason for saying that, which I'm unaware about. So it's a truth, but a lot of people do not believe it. What do you guys think of? Do you guys believe, or do you guys think that she's actually 43% Nigerian? Do you guys believe, or do you guys think that she actually did that to connect with other people? Do you guys think that she would have connected with people on another level, like on deeper levels, on other more interesting or meaningful levels? What do you guys think about their tour to Nigeria? Nigerians are not taking it well, obviously. Even their people are also not taking it well. But I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do well to like this video, share, drop a comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell. I'll see you in my next episode. Bye bye.